everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. I cannot believe I am up again reviewing G Status ATL Hustle. Highly requested review, and I am reviewing it right now. I want y'all to sit back and enjoy this review. So, this episode, part one came out, was pretty boring, and now we're doing part two of this review. And Redrick asks Delicious, why is she bringing up that she smashed Charlie? Because in the episode before last, she put it out that she smashed Charlie. And so you already know I'm looking right here with Redrick asking the question to Delicious, did you smash Charlie? So she was really trying to get the tea. Now, mind you, this episode kind of opened up with Delicious getting into it with Sir Hakeem. Now, production cut out the part with Delicious because she was using the F word, the N word. So they was like cutting out. But nevertheless, Delicious, is my humble opinion, is one of the lit superstars on G Status ATL Hustle. Nevertheless, I would say that. So then it gets to my boy Sherrod. He is so adorable. He up there talking to the trade that he probably met on Jack or ATL Grinder. They're up in there flirting outside of the NAACP nonviolence event. So he up there giving up his number to this nice chocolate snack, and they up there getting it in. And he want to chill. He up there want some peen. So he out there flirting outside the event. So I'm just looking. I'm like, Sherrod, should you be in the nonviolent event trying to get support about voting and learning much about, the NAACP instead of looking for some peen? Like, come on. And then after that season, I want to give a special shout out to that scene because they have my boy in there. Then they get to commercial break. Shout out to them having a commercial. And then it gets to Sir Hakeem. Hope I said his name right. He's live. He went into his confessionals, and he was talking about how positive it is that we're all together at the Stop the Violence event. And he noticed that Jay Simber and Ford is not really kicking and talking. So they having their whole thing. And you already seen Jay Simber. He got on his sunglasses, got his cat turned around, wasn't standing for the Lift Every Voices scene. He was up there just literally sitting down through it all. And we clearly can see that Ford and Jay Simber had a beef, or had something going on that they wasn't getting along. So I'm trying to understand, like, what is going on between Jay Simber and Ford. So he trying to intervene, and so Ford and Jay Simber, they start going in. Ford was like, Jay Simber, you're mad. My roommate didn't like you, but now you trying to be friends with my roommate. Once we fell out, how do my carpet taste? You was sleeping on my carpet. You was sleeping on my floors. You up in there doing all this type of stuff. You got the same bag from last year. And I was shocked. I'm like, weren't they just friends in the previous episode? So what happened to them like battling? So of course, Ike is confused. Like, I'm confused. I'm like, what the world is going on between Ike and not Ike, between Jay Simber and Ford? And you already know wait a minute. Wait. And then they get into their confessionals. They talking about it. They going back and forth. They saying this and that. And I was like, it just was a terrible experience to see both of them used to be friends just going at it. And I'm just saying back and forth. Then, of course, you see Sir King. He's getting in the mix of it all. Then, of course, Devin, he up there talking about, well, y'all up there doing that cocaine, doing that candy dust up your nose, and y'all sitting there arguing like that. Now, mind you, then Divine, he up there, he get his sage stuff. He up there putting that, lighting it up. And they're putting it out like that. Then you get Sir Hakeem look like a Muslim with his bow tie and his sunglasses on. And they were just all outside just doing stuff. I'm like, what in the world is going on with them two? Why they sitting here arguing and going back and forth? So I'm just saying all that, and they just arguing and going back and forth. So, and then Hakeem was trying to get to the understanding. Now, our guy is extremely upset because they do an event and they kept saying it was an MTV event. It was not an MTV event. It was a Q event. Okay? It was not an MTV event. It was a Q event. So Q, he went on his Instagram and he said, listen, this wasn't an MTV event. This was a Q Harris event. So he went all on his IG, exposed because, you know, G Status, they kept saying it was an MTV event. And then Sir Key was like, he got an invitation from Q to come to this MTV event. But Q got up on there, the executive producer of Chasing LA, and made it crystal clear this wasn't a MTV event. This was a Q Harris event. I was like, okay. I had to just put that out there for Instagram. Give me a second. Give me a second while I put this on my IG. Give me a second. Give me a second, you guys. I will be right with you. Okay. Okay. So they at the event, and you know, our guy was there, and he was really upset that Delicious got on her platform and did an interview with I forgot his name. Damn. Did an interview with somebody. Hey Mikey, right? The interview saying that Charlie and her got it on, and Charlie that Delicious, you know, made love with Charlie, and Charlie paid Delicious $50. That was like the big thing. So our guy was like, you know, what in the world is going on? Because something is going on with your hair. So she had got a link, you know, our guy got a link to Hey Mike interview, and saying that Delicious was trying to play the victim, that Delicious said that she slept with Charlie, and and Charlie paid her $50. So they having a conversation, and Ford, he said, I want to be messy too. I want to kiki in this situation too. I want to see what's going on in the situation. So he was inserting this up. And Ford was like, listen, I believe Delicious smashed Charlie for $50. Why are you? And I agree with what Ford said. Like, how can you sit here, our guy, and sit and defend, you know, your best friend and say, I know my best friend? Stop. I get that, but you don't know it for not to be true or not true because you wasn't there. You wasn't there. Okay, so how can you say that it was not true? So Delicious and our guy having a conversation. They having a conversation. Then Delicious went outside. So then Delicious confronted, you know, our guy confronted Delicious, and Ford was like, I'm trying to understand what's going on. And Delicious was like, why? I'm Delicious. Why is I'm out here with these peasants? So while Delicious and them going back and forth, you clearly do not see Sherrod in the midst. Delicious was saying the N-word and everything like that. Then Delicious tried to attack our guy. Our guy was like this, you know, what is going on? Then you see Redrick. Now, Redrick, why in the world are you trying to intervene into that thing? You don't want to get stumped on like you did at that restaurant. But all of that was going on. And next thing you know, Sir Hakeem was so upset that Delicious was saying the N-word and was saying the N-word. And he was like, this clearly is a white woman and that she's not black. So why is she saying the N-word? So they started to get into it. So they started to fight. And next thing you know, Delicious wig then fell off. Wig hit the ground. She was like, give me back my wig. And she was going back and forth. And they was having this and they were having that. And then they were like arguing and cussing back and forth. Then you clearly see that production put on there, they put a long statement that Delicious, we apologize for her behavior. I'm like, why apologize? What's the problem? I feel like that was low for them to apologize. That her appearances will be limited, and they had Delicious do this long. I'm like, dude, what is the reunion show gonna fucking be about? Production, why are y'all got her apologizing? Oh, at the end of the episode, that is what the reunion show is for. Like, why y'all got her apologize? Let it play out. And do I feel like Delicious appearance on the show should be limited? No. Do I think that she should be censored? No. I don't believe in that censorship. I believe that she should be able to say what she want to say out of her mouth, and the cast should be able to react the way they react. It's for a good show. Period. That episode now, I'm moving a little bit too fast. Before they went outside and all that stuff was happening, Delicious was up there singing. Rapping. She performing. Our guy up there throwing shade. Dan Shirai said he gonna address our guy. It was just a bunch. Don't get me wrong, Delicious is a terrible artist. Okay. I've listened to my plethora of LGBT artists, had all of them on my show, a lot of them. And she's one of the worst. She's not a talented artist. I don't know who told her to be an artist. I'm just not really checking for her. So they out there, they arguing, they're fighting. And then out of all that, they said her appearance is going to be limited. So I guess she's going to have a limit. They're going to cut her out. Then at the end, at the end of the episode, they had Delicious make a long, lengthy apology. But Delicious, you always use the N-word. What's the problem? Like, so that means every time somebody fight, they should apologize. It makes it a boring show. So production, I 100% disagree. Y'all having her apologize at the end of the episode, I think that was trash. I think that was garbage to even have her apologize. If you was going to have her apologize, let it come up to the reunion. Do I believe that Delicious and Charlie screwed? Absolutely. I do believe that. I believe that they smashed. I believe Delicious pulled out her whatever and did what he had to do. Absolutely. I believe she went in them guts. I believe he paid Delicious the $50. I believe it. Until I hear Charlie come out and say something differently, I believe that Delicious smashed that. Yeah, I believe it. I said it. I believe it. I do believe it. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I believe it. Unless somebody else come out differently and say otherwise. So I had to come out and do this reunion. Everybody would say, Wiley, would you be on the reunion? Would you like to host reunion? Listen, I would, but due to politics, I already know they're gonna get like a trans woman to be on the host. You know, that's probably who they're gonna have host the event. I mean, host the reunion show. I get it. I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be able to have my opinion about the show. Everybody wanted me to give my opinion about this show. So here I am giving it to her. This episode, I give it 2 thumbs up because the show was off the chain. I 100% agreed that this episode was very funny. It was entertaining. And I would perfectly agree that Delicious brought her A game in this episode. Like Delicious, sister girl, she brought her A game. I know some people ain't gonna like that, but she brought her A game in that episode. Even though some people don't like her, they probably think that she's trash. But nevertheless, I think that she brought her A game. And I personally don't believe that she should, be fired. I don't think that she should be cut loose from the show. I definitely believe that she should definitely stay on the show. She's entertaining. What do y'all think in the comments? Let me know in the comments. I had to come on live and talk with y'all and have my opinion on that. It is what it is. So I had to say what I had to say. Now, thank you all for coming early in the morning. My audience, they're not 100% into these shows, but nevertheless, I still talk about it. So I will see y'all later. Peace. Go back and watch it and leave me a comment. I'm here for it. I love the show. I will see y'all soon.